Joey was 30 years old and worked as a computer software engineer. He had a good job with a decent salary, and each month, he gave his parents 20,000 Taiwan dollars as financial support. In his mind, this made him a good son. "I'm such a filial son," Joey often told himself. "I give my parents more money than most people my age." On weekends, Joey was always busy. He went out with his friends or his girlfriend, visiting new restaurants, going to movies, or taking short trips. His parents would sometimes ask him about his plans. "Joey, are you free this Saturday?" his mother would ask hopefully. "Your father and I thought we could visit the park together." "Sorry, Mom. I'm meeting Sarah and some friends for hiking," Joey would reply quickly, already checking his phone for messages. "Maybe next time." His father would just nod quietly and return to reading his newspaper. After work, Joey was usually tired. When he came home, his parents would try to chat with him about their day or ask about his work. But Joey often felt impatient. "How was work today, son?" his father would ask as Joey walked through the door. "It was fine, Dad. Just the usual stuff," Joey would answer shortly, heading straight to his room. "I need to rest now." His mother would sometimes follow him. "We watched an interesting documentary today about—" "Mom, I'm really tired," Joey would interrupt. "Can we talk about this later?" Later never seemed to come. Sometimes Joey would stop by a night market or convenience store on his way home from work to buy some late-night snacks. He would eat alone in his room, never thinking to ask his parents if they wanted anything. One evening, Joey was eating instant noodles in his room when he heard his mother in the kitchen. "Are you hungry, dear?" she was asking his father. "I can make you some soup." "No need," his father replied. Joey already ate. He must have been hungry after work. This conversation made Joey pause. He realized he had never asked them if they were hungry when he brought food home. Months passed like this. Joey continued giving his parents money, continued being busy with his social life, and continued being impatient with their attempts at conversation. One day, Joey's colleague Mark was talking about his elderly parents during their lunch break. "My dad fell down last week," Mark said. "I spent the whole weekend with them, making sure he was okay and helping around the house." "That's tough," Joey replied. "But at least you helped them with money, right? That's the most important thing." Mark looked at him strangely. "Money is helpful, sure. But that's not what they need most. They need companionship, respect for their wishes, and care for their health and happiness." Joey was confused. "What do you mean?" "Well," Mark explained, "there are 3 aspects of truly caring for parents. First is caring for their hearts and emotions, spending time with them, listening to them, making them feel loved and valued. Second is respecting their aspirations and dreams, understanding what they want in life and supporting those goals. Third is taking care of their physical needs, their health, comfort, and daily requirements." "I give them money every month," Joey said defensively. "That takes care of their physical needs." Mark shook his head. "Money alone isn't enough, Joey. When did you last have a real conversation with them? When did you last ask about their dreams or fears? When did you last take them out somewhere they wanted to go?" That evening, Joey came home and really looked at his parents for the first time in months. His father was sitting in his old chair, looking lonely. His mother was knitting alone in the living room. "Mom, Dad," Joey said, sitting down with them. "How was your day?" His mother looked surprised but pleased. "Oh, it was nice, dear. Your father and I went for a walk in the morning, and I met Mrs. Chun from downstairs. She said her son took her to see a movie last weekend." "What movie?" Joey asked, genuinely interested for once. "It was a historical drama," his father joined in. "I've always loved history, you know. I used to want to be a history teacher when I was young." Joey was shocked. "You wanted to be a teacher? I never knew that." "There are many things you don't know about us," his mother said gently. "We have dreams and stories too." That night, Joey couldn't sleep. He thought about Mark's words and his parents' conversation. He realized that in 30 years, he had never really asked his parents about their dreams, their past, or what made them happy. The next morning, Joey woke up early and made breakfast for all 3 of them. "Joey," his mother said, surprised. "You made breakfast?" "Yes, Mom. I thought we could eat together before I go to work, Joey replied. And I was wondering, what did you want to be when you were young? His mother's eyes lit up. I wanted to be a painter. I loved drawing flowers and landscapes. Do you still have your paintings? Joey asked. A few, she said shyly. They're in the closet. I haven't painted in years. Would you show them to me tonight? Joey asked. His mother nodded eagerly, and his father smiled broadly. From that day on, Joey began to change. He started practicing what Mark had taught him about the 3 aspects of caring for parents. First, he began caring for their hearts and emotions. Instead of rushing to his room after work, he would sit with them and really listen to their stories. He learned that his father had served in the military and had many interesting experiences. He discovered that his mother had once written poetry. Tell me about your time in the army, Dad, Joey would say, and his father's face would light up as he shared stories Joey had never heard before. Mom, can you teach me about poetry? Joey asked one evening, and his mother was delighted to share her love of words with him. Second, Joey began to respect and support their aspirations. When he learned about his mother's love for painting, he bought her new art supplies. Joey, you didn't need to do this, his mother said, tears in her eyes as she looked at the paints and brushes. I want you to pursue your dreams, Mom, Joey replied. It's never too late. He also encouraged his father's love of history by taking him to museums and historical sites. I can't believe you remembered I love history, his father said during their first museum visit together. I want to learn more about what makes you happy, Dad, Joey answered. Third, Joey began taking better care of their physical needs, not just giving money, but actually paying attention to their health and comfort. He noticed his father had trouble with his back and arranged for him to see a doctor. He saw that his mother had difficulty reaching high shelves and reorganized their kitchen to make things more accessible. Are you feeling okay, Dad? You seem to be moving slowly today, Joey would ask with genuine concern. Just my old back acting up, his father would reply. Why don't we go see a doctor? And maybe we can look into getting you a better chair for reading, Joey would suggest. Joey also started including them in his weekend plans. Instead of always going out with friends, he would ask his parents where they wanted to go. Where would you like to visit this weekend? He asked them one Friday evening. Could we go to the botanical garden? His mother asked hopefully. I'd love to see the flowers and maybe get some inspiration for my painting. Of course, Joey smiled. And Dad, is there anywhere you'd like to go? The History Museum has a new exhibition about ancient civilizations, his father said tentatively. Perfect. We'll make a day of it, Joey replied. Their first family outing in years was wonderful. Joey saw how happy his parents were to spend time with him, and he realized how much he had been missing by always being too busy. At the botanical garden, his mother's eyes sparkled as she looked at the different flowers. Oh, Joey, look at these roses. The way the light hits the petals. I want to try painting this. At the museum, his father was like a child in a candy store, reading every plaque and sharing his knowledge with Joey. You see this artifact, son? It's from the Han Dynasty. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Joey found himself genuinely enjoying these conversations and learning things he never knew about history and art. When Joey brought home late-night snacks now, the first thing he did was share them with his parents. I brought some dumplings, he would announce. Are you hungry? Let's eat together. His parents would beam, and they would sit around the kitchen table, talking and eating together like a real family. As months passed, Joey noticed changes in his parents. They seemed happier, more energetic, and more engaged with life. His mother started painting again, and even joined a local art class. His father began volunteering at a local school, sharing his love of history with children. I'm so proud of you, Mom, Joey said one evening, looking at her latest painting. You're really talented. Thank you, dear, she replied. I never thought I'd paint again, but you encouraged me to follow my heart. And Dad, the kids at school must love your history lessons, Joey added. His father nodded enthusiastically. They do. It feels wonderful to share knowledge and see young minds get excited about learning. Joey also noticed changes in himself. He felt more connected to his family, more grounded, and strangely more fulfilled than when he was just focused on work and friends. One evening, as they sat together after dinner, his father said, "Joey, you've become such a wonderful son. We're so grateful for everything you do for us. Not just the money," his mother added, "but the time, the attention, the care. You make us feel loved and valued." Joey felt tears in his eyes. "I'm sorry it took me so long to understand what being a good son really means. What matters is that you learned," his father said, patting Joey's shoulder. Joey realized that true filial piety wasn't just about giving money to parents. It was about three important things. Caring for their hearts meant spending quality time with them, listening to their stories, showing interest in their thoughts and feelings, and making them feel loved and important. Respecting their aspirations meant understanding their dreams and goals, supporting their interests and hobbies, and helping them pursue what made them happy, regardless of their age. Taking care of their physical needs meant not just providing money, but actually paying attention to their health, comfort, and daily needs, making sure they were well cared for in every way. Joey finally understood what it meant to be a truly good son.